than when something stops working. It's frustrating, it's costly, and it's scary because you don't have what you need to survive and to live. And a furnace, if you have any experience, requires a little pilot light or an ignition starter, a little small component that goes in the furnace to start the flame. If you ever go into a utility closet of a house or in a basement, and if you stand next to a furnace, especially a gas furnace, you'll hear like a the flame burning inside, constantly burning. And if you just walked through the house and you never went to that furnace, the house would just be 70 degrees or whatever temperature you set it, and it would be a warm, cozy, nice little house. But inside the furnace is a raging fire that's dangerous and can destroy the entire house. But if that furnace is not lit, if it's not working, people in the house will freeze. They'll wake up out of their nap. You'll have to call a repairman. And when I learned I had a furnace that stopped working, there was a little part, a little igniting switch, okay, that sparked the flame. And because that igniter switch was not working, the entire furnace stopped. It's a $20 part compared to a $5,000 furnace. And in life, you're going to have people, songs, situations that spark the flame inside your furnace. See, you shouldn't be calm. You should be fired up. Because if you're not fired up, if there's not a raging fire inside you, your life is cold. Okay, and you need an emergency repair. Because the only way your dreams survive in this world is if the fire is raging. And you got to do whatever you got to do to get it raging. Sell your house, live in a car, get a divorce, go for a walk, change your fucking life. And for some people, they have never experienced what it's like to be in this utility closet, to be in the basement right next to the furnace and hear it flaming. That's what you hear right now. You hear the flames. They're used to just sitting in their bed, waking up at noon, and the house is just 70 degrees, but they don't realize in order to get that house at that moderate temperature, you need a flame that's burning. But most people cannot work on furnaces. And most people don't respect and understand the fiery flame that's needed to keep that house warm, but to keep your life warm, keep your dreams alive. And so what I want to tell you tonight is there may come a point where your parents don't understand why, okay, you're changing, why you're fired up. You may come to a point where people that you live with, lovers, friends, they don't understand the journey you're going on. They don't understand why the furnace is flaming. You got to remember, most people just take a nap and sleep in their house. They have no idea what a furnace is. And they damn sure don't respect the fire flames. They shouldn't even go by the fire flames because they'll get burnt. Okay. They'll get hurt and nothing will get fixed. But for the select few that I speak to tonight, or whenever you hear this message, in a healthy, positive, but sometimes offensive way, but again, you're living your life. Don't go into other people's space. In your own space, you're going to have to get intense enough that the fire is burning. Okay. Because that intensity is the only thing that pushes you to do the things that are hard. Sell your house, take the job promotion, okay, get a divorce, whatever you need to do in a healthy, respectful, orderly way. Okay. I'm not telling you to go out there and do extreme stuff. I'm telling you, look, your furnace stopped working, okay, years ago. And you've been living in this damp house of a body. And there's no excitement. That's why your spouse doesn't respect you. Your children don't respect you. You're staying there for the children. Your children see a dead furnace, okay, not even working. Okay. And you can't hide your energy. Okay. But like I say, most people, guys, they're never going to be able to get that furnace working. I don't know why. And I don't even try to figure it out anymore because I don't want to figure out other people's life. Not my job. It's hard enough to figure out your own life. And I just want to share this message with you, and then we're going to go to all members' comments, and thank you for all the members for leaving a comment. I'll never forget when I had a condo and I went into that utility closet and I was trying to figure out why isn't my furnace working. And I looked online, I called some people I knew that knew the HVAC business and took a couple things apart that I could. And I found this little igniter stick, little copper stick thing, that its only job was to make the connection to spark the flame in the furnace. And the gas furnace goes. $20 part. And what I learned is inside that furnace is a raging flame. But it's the only way that it provides warmth to the house. Without it, no one could live in that house possibly. And a spark plug is the same thing. It starts the engine. And a person, a mentor, a song, something that inspires you. Inspiration is divine energy. And inspiration never leads you to reckless, harmful things. That's not inspiration. That's manipulation or that's delusion. Inspiration is divine guidance in a healthy, positive way, but intense way. And I hope that in some way, somehow, you're getting that pilot ignited tonight. Okay. Because you already know what's wrong in your life. You don't need your therapist to tell you. You already know. There's a scripture that says, the wise people already have the answers in their soul. But only those with understanding will pull it out. And a lot of people, even disabled people, are smarter than you think. But they sometimes just don't want to face the reality of what they know. And that's their decision. It's delusion. And so, all I can tell you is inconsistent people have great gifts, but their furnace goes on, off, on, off. And if you have great gifts, but you aren't consistent, your gifts will be taken and given to someone else. What I can tell you is if you're a cheap psychopath who has a storage unit but turns off your heater all day, you don't keep it running to operate it properly. You only turn it on at night when it's freezing. And then you turn on and you turn off. It's very inconsistent. It shows the mindset. And I understand it, but I have to expose it. I've been there myself. Things run better when they're in consistent mode. Okay, it's a sign of a healthy machine, a healthy person. People that are hot, cold. It's like dating a girl who has migraines. She's straight beautiful, but she will straight break you. Why? Hot, cold. Very dangerous. Okay. So, you got to take the message for what it's worth. If it's not worth anything to you, then just live your life. If it changed your life, then go and let your fire burn. But that is the message that I felt inspired today. The fire was burning in my soul, and I wrote this message down on my phone because that's what you do when you have a creative idea. You can't always act on it right away. You write it down, you document it, okay? And then you structure your mind and nail the shit out of that, okay, when the time is right. Click the thumbs up, leave a comment, click the blue join button. You know what it is. It's the algorithm of success. Consistency, the grace of God, the support of others, but never depend on other people to understand your creativity. I know that you can get more people going along with you, okay, when you're more melatonin. And I understand that and I respect it, but you're only going to get your life going if you're a raging fire. Self-control, in order, responsibly, healthy and positive, but a raging fire. Okay. And that's the message tonight. All right, we're going to all members' comments. You know what it is. Hydration break. Hydration break. I take every thumbs up as a sign of honor and respect that you love me so much. The message penetrated your soul. I take every thumbs up as cherry on the top. But you know what? As long as God willing, I show up every day. And so you know what I say? Hey, guys, do whatever you want with that bullshit. Don't mean nothing to me. Never forget it. Paula, what's up, Paula? Great to see you. I see you traveling with your husband. Is that your husband? And I seen you put a bikini top on. You knew the algorithm of success. Let me flash these tatas. Okay. And let me try to make some. Yeah, you know damn well what it is. So I'll tell you guys, people know. People ain't going to take a picture. You know, what's a thumbnail? Guys, a thumbnail is a marketing technique. Okay. And so what I can tell you is, if you got a bikini top, take a picture and make it work. Okay. Now, I'm not mad, guys. I watched a YouTube video today of a porn actress I know. Very smart, too. She was very intelligent. She has some mental issues, but she was honest. I got no problem with that. We all do a little bit. So, but what I want to tell you is, Paul, I see you out there. I saw you in the bikini top. I clicked on the video. I saw your husband or whatever run around. I said, I ain't filming the video. But the thumbnail at least got me to click. Okay. So at least you got a section of it right. Okay. Grab the attention of the viewer. Okay. And after that, you lost me. You know, like I said, it's, but you got something. Good job, Paul. Adam, good evening, Sam. It's cold here in Michigan tonight. Well, somebody's furnace is going to go out. Adam, did you buy another car today? I was praying for you all day. I pray you did whatever you wanted to do with your money, but I was praying for you that if you didn't want that car, you walk away. Because remember, they'll give you a free water, and then they'll sell you a $70,000 car. Why? Because, guys, we're in a capitalist, and I'm glad we're in a capitalist country. But I want to tell you this. Cars, you got to be very careful. Paula, hey, Adam, heart emoji. Right here, Sean, that's my guy. What's up? Hey, Sam. Hope all is well. I'm making the most of it. One more week in New Jersey. I decided to stay till next week. Still got the home base fire burning. Still got the Class B on the radar. But I also feel like, man, if I can make it through another 8 months, these psychopaths spending all their money. They're caving in on houses and cars, and it's going to dry up eventually. But I'm not going to lie. I may buy a home base before 8 months or something else. So, but I feel we're in that algorithm. We're in the algorithm where people have just submitted now. They say, well, I'm spending this money. That's it. I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to buy a car. I'm going to buy an RV. And so we got to go about through 16 months of everyone spending their money. And then, market will come down, interest rates go up, and then that's probably the time to buy. But patience, not easy. Patience, not easy. And I've had even some home bases below my means. But just everything is not aligned. So we'll see how it goes. Paula, it's cold and rainy here in Foothills, Los Angeles. Well, that's why I'm headed to Southeast Florida. Because it's the warmest state in the United States of America in the winter. Warmer than California. And why am I staying in New Jersey for another week? Because we're still going to be in the 60s. Low side. I'm going to make the most of the next 5 days. And for now, I could deal with that. Just a few more days. The weather's going to be great when I get back to South Florida. I've been looking at the 10-day forecast. Ryan, what's up, brother? Sam, I'm very upset. Good, your fire is burning in your furnace. The weather has made me absolute snap. Well, I don't like to hear the word snap. I don't like to hear that someone's hurt. But I do like the fact that you have a fire burning in your furnace. Now, in a healthy, responsible way, in order, through positive action, you need to let that fire rage, but you need to be the thermostat. You need to control it. Okay. And that self-control, good job. Paula, I love to see the rain. Well, welcome to depression land. I don't. I like a little bit once in a while. We need it so bad in California. Yeah, well, I don't like, California too dry for me. But I love you, Paula. Love my guy, Big Plan Dan. Everyone out there in Cali, shout out to you guys. Paula, where are you located, Ryan? Ryan, Cincinnati, Ohio. Remember there was that TV show? Um, what was that TV show, Ryan, from Cincinnati, Ohio? It was about a radio show, TV show, something like that. Uh, Twister. What's up, Twister? I saw you today. On someone else's comment. Hello, everyone. Sam, it's my last day in Indiana. Thank God. I'm going back home tonight. Praise God. Yep, back to Texas. I'm so sick of this place. That's what Indiana will do to you. All you need is one visit. You'll never come back. I had a vendor. He went to Indiana. He said, man, I'll never go back to that motherfucking place. I said, I ain't mad at that. Shout out to my man Keith and everyone out there trying to survive in Indiana. Christina. There's a lot of viewers I got from Indiana. Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior was a pilot light to my furnace. He sparked something in me that it took me to another dimension of intensity, and I'm glad he did. Paula. Oh, I could just imagine that cold, miserable weather gets you down. You ain't going to be wearing no bikini top in that weather. You damn right. Start a project. Nah, renovations are for the devil. I tell you, sell a house and start a journey down south. Good job. Sean, what's up, brother? Hola, 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 hey. Good job. Ryan. My family doesn't understand me. That's all right. Not their job to understand you. They think leaving the Florida is weird. They do. And most people will not leave the Florida. Why? Their family. And it'll be very tough for you to separate from them. So my father went through that. I went through that with a lot of people. What I could tell you, though, you got two choices, Ryan. Very simple. Either you're going to die in Cincinnati, okay, and then your inheritance is going to go through probate. Time you get to Florida, you'll be in your 60s, 70s. You'll basically be dead. Or you're going to say, you know what? I love my family, respect them, but I hope they respect me. I got to do what I got to do. But don't expect their help. You better do things in order, and you better keep that fire burning. Good job, Adam. Good evening, Paula. Paula, that's why building a tiny house is the best thing to build these days. Well, I disagree. Why? Because a tiny house, you're going to have to build it in a very remote area because most land restrictions do not allow a tiny house. What is a tiny house? Usually a structure under 400 square feet. Most municipalities require at least 1,000 square feet. So you can't build them in most areas that are anywhere decently populated. So that means you're going to be living in the middle of nowhere. And to me, if it's a tiny house, unless it's in a nice area, I rather have a RV. Why? Because RV has wheels, a tiny house doesn't. Even though some tiny homes do, but then you're just back in an RV park. So why not just get an RV get a Class B or get a travel trailer? Because they're a tiny home too. Or get a beach cottage, a mobile home with a low HOA or no HOA. That's what I tell you. Good job, Paula. We love you. You know what it is. Bikini emoji to you. Sean. Gotta keep moving. Skateboarding. You let that fire burn. Hurts sometimes, but pros outweigh the cons. Well, do everything within a healthy regimen. Keeps me young, not just physically, mentally. Well, I agree. Physical activity is great. Adrenaline is a hell of a drug. It is, but remember, if you can't control the adrenaline, you become an adrenaline junkie. You'll date a girl that only likes the toll rides on Great Adventure. She's a freak, but she'd go from a high to a low real quick. And if you don't believe me, it's a disaster. So what I can tell you is this. Going for a walk is the best exercise you'll ever do. You can do it for most of your life, okay? And you'll get an adrenaline after 15 consecutive minutes. See, most people, guys, they want an adrenaline spike through doing a skateboard trick, and then they're going to fall and they're going to crash. When you go for a walk for 15 minutes, you have gradually incremented the intensity. And so what I could tell you is this, Sean, you'll change your life if you embrace walking with music, stretching, and healthy eating. You'll change your life for the better. Your mental health will improve. It won't make everything right, but it'll be a great foundational tool in your best life. Good job. Twister, Sam. My furnace is my phone, and it automatically turns on when your live stream starts. Well, brother, fire emoji to you, appreciation and reciprocal energy exchanged and gratitude. Adam, the original dealership didn't have a lot on the lot. Yep, inventory's low. So went to another dealership, found a vehicle that we liked, got financed for over $32,000, but the payment was going to be too much for me. Thank God. Thank God for every loan that you don't get. Why? Less debt. And so I'm not saying debt is always bad, but what I'm trying to tell you, Adam, good to see you, Savat. What I'm trying to tell you, Adam, brother, right now, I don't think, well, you do what you want. I always tell you, I love you. I appreciate you. And if you want a new car, you work for it, you get it. But if you really don't want one, like, and you really don't need one, discipline yourself. Why? Because a new car ain't gonna really change the situation with your parents, not gonna change the situation with your girl, and it's only gonna make you have to work even harder, put more stress on you. So unless you actually need it, or you just want it and you work for it, you don't have to justify yourself to me. Just be careful. Paula. So what should you do? Never wander on a car lot, especially on the weekend. Never wander on a car lot, especially on the weekend. You know how hard it is for me to go on these dealerships and make videos for you guys about RVs and stuff and not get sucked into that algorithm? Guys, it's very painful. And I can't even imagine some of you people out there that don't have the intensity I have in the discipline. Because guys, I feel that pain. I mean, I empathize with you. It's not easy. Paula, I've got Dave No Limit Van Life. Okay. Parked here at my house. I got no idea who that is. For a few days, aka Dave the Uber slave. I got no idea. Is that your boyfriend? I saw him like on one of your videos. I got no idea. And I really I've never heard of him. Respect to everyone out there, but I got no idea who that is. Paula, drive carefully to Florida. Thank you, Paula. Love to you. Keep doing your thing. Shout out to your cats. You know what it is. Charles, what's up, brother? Charles, let's get him up to 100 subs. He's got 50 right now. Charles, you got your first thumbs down. Take it with a sign of gratitude. Why? You ain't going to get to 100 subs, 1,000 subs, 10,000, 20,000, etc. without thumbs down. And what I can tell you is, hey, man, if that's what it takes to push forward, my fire burns brighter, burns deeper, okay, than any lazy psychopath, okay, who just had a little bit of energy, a little bit of hate to put a fake profile and thumbs down. That, guys, my fire burn a lot stronger than that, okay? And so what I can tell you is, guys, click the thumbs down if that's what you do. You know what I do. By the grace of God, show up every day, revenue up, channel go up, everything go up, okay? Now, again, have I fell down? Yeah. Can everything end tomorrow? Yes. I never think that I am too prideful or that I'm too great that I can't be broken. I've already been broken, so I know I can. So I say all this in gratitude and graciousness, but I also said all the haters, eat a dick, okay? In grace and love, but you know what it is, okay? Paula, I keep my thermostat at 77. That's very hot. I don't like forced hot air. I like 97 hot air in Florida, but I don't like central air, central heat. I like to go into Starbucks when they got the air conditioning on. It was very hot in Florida, but just for a break, and then I go right back to the heat. Damn it. Paula, I love you, but I think that you're going to have to marry that Uber guy because I can never date a girl that puts the heat up to 77. Now, there was some good-looking girls. Okay, now click the thumbs down, okay, if that makes you upset. I understand. That's why I don't live with you. Yeah, and that's why there's some people that got mental disorder. They love you when you say what you like, and when you don't, they get a migraine. They go crazy. Guys, I love you. I think you look wonderful. I think you do great. But I also think, like I know, there is a train of bodies that has left your life, and they're all unhealthy relationships, okay? And I control the thermostat in my house. Now, I live by myself. I'm not a dictator. But I get to decide what my thermostat is. And 77 in this house, in inspirational, that ain't going to fly, okay? So click that thumbs down, okay? If you know you ain't never gonna live with me, because you damn right, okay? You know what I say, my fire burn way brighter, okay, than that shit. You click that thumbs down, go have fun with it. You ain't got nothing else going on in your life, I ain't mentioned. Sean, what's up, Hal? You know what it is. We burning tonight, brother. Sean, Class B on the radar. Just remember, you got to have somewhere to park it. You buy $80,000 Class B, you're going to park at Walmart, you're going to park at the gym. I see a lot of people do it. Am I mad at it? No. Would I consider it? Yeah, but it's a very tough thing to swallow. Got to be careful. I've been fixing up mine to sell. There you go. I kind of want to keep it now. I don't know. A lot of variables going on. Yeah, sounds like there's not a heavy foundation in your life. You need a lot of self-care. I want to simplify stuff, but maybe moving back in the van is the way. No, it sounds like you have mental problems. You don't have a structured life. Right now, you need stability. You need to work on yourself. Whether you go in the van or whether you stay in your apartment, you cannot get away from the fact that you need self-care. You may need to stay in a support group and visit it regularly. And you may need to go see a social worker. But what you don't need to do is go in a van, go back to your apartment, go back and forth, and watch The Matrix 20 times. You need stability. You need discipline. You need a structure. 100 emoji. Damn it. Twister, you know what it is. $2 hazelnut, Dunkin' Donuts, all in your eyeball. Congrats on the 27 subs, 27K, fire burning heavy. Shout out, to the psychopath that said I peaked at 15. You know, we put a fire extinguisher emoji on that bastard. So what I want to tell you is this, guys. I don't have any thumbnails of a bikini top. Now, if I look good in a bikini top, guys, I'll do it. And some of my haters, they're people that wanted to get with me. And now they realize they ain't got no shot. But I want to tell you this. I'm grateful, okay, for 27,000 subs. I'm grateful for you, Twister. I'm grateful for all the positive people, okay. Thank you very much. That means something to me. Early Riser, what's up? WKRP. Oh, yeah, that's the TV show I was thinking about. Damn it, Early Riser, you're all over it. Paula, what kind of van do you have at Sean? Charles, I like the Labucci song reference. Hola, hola, eh. Yeah, I remember that from House Party. Is that who sung that? Paula, tiny houses are now being passed as family dwelling now. Well, I guess it depends on the area. That's interesting. Paula, I found some land down in Riverside County next to Los Angeles. Los Angeles, well, let me look up. Los Angeles got some bad areas. To build a tiny house or two, LA also has made it easier to put a ADU on property. I don't know what that means, Paula. Is Riverside County, is that like Skid Row? Or is that like a nice part of California? I don't know California well enough to say. You tell me, Paula. You know the streets. Riverside County, I'm just looking it up on Google Maps here. I mean, not that the map will tell you nothing. Yeah, I mean, I guess it goes through. Yeah, everyone talks about the Joshua Tree and all that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that area well enough. So yeah, you got. I can't speak on that area. I don't know it well enough. Good job though. Savat, what's up, brother? Shout out to you. Shout out to all my truck drivers. Shout out to everyone who got their CDL license. You know what it is. Money bag emoji to you. Make those deliveries. Shout out to everyone out there doing the gig economy. You know what it is. Accept 90% of deliveries. Only reject double orders and insane orders. Accept 90% of all deliveries. Show them. Another option, build your own DIY. It's a lot of work, but might be worth it. Seems like a nice project. Can live in an RV as it goes. Well, now a new Dodge ProMaster costs about $45,000. You're gonna put at least $10,000 into it, material and labor. You're up to $60,000. Nah, to me, either live in the current vehicle you have, get a cheap travel trailer, or just Airbnb or buy a home base. But that's me. My personality is I don't like projects. I don't like working with tools. Some people, they love that stuff. That's not me. So to each their own on that. Pull up. And looking at the Joshua Tree. Yeah, I've seen a lot of psychopaths like that Joshua Tree. I need acreage for my house. I don't need acreage. Too much to take care of and too much in the boonies. Love to you though, Paula. I respect you. Exactly, Sean. Savat, I have 2 cars. Bought a new one not too long. Never sold the old one. Yeah, I learned that lesson when I was young. I had 2 cars. And what did it teach me? 2 cars is too much. And it's a waste. One's going to collect dust. And you got to pay insurance on both. And it's basically like having a storage unit. It's a total waste of your money and mental health. And it's very hard to get rid of them because you form emotional attachment. You think they're worth more than they are. And it's a total nut job. So I've been there. I'm not speaking. And what I can tell you is slap yourself out of that delusion. Sell one or give it away. I gave one away. Just call up like some charity. Have them come tow it and use it as a tax write-off. You say, no, I paid $8,000 for it. Hey, how much does it cost to move on with your life? You're about to find out. Charles, 199. Congrats on the 27,000 subs. 2 fires burning deep in this furnace of my life. Damn it, Charles. You know what it is, brother. I hope that you go to Europe, even though you know I hate Europe. Not because I hate Europe people, but because it's very cloudy. It's not tropical. But I love you. I heard that you have a dream to go to Europe and to do work with Sylvester Stallone. What do I have a dream of? One is I have a dream to see other people succeed. When you get ahead, try to pull a couple other people in front. I try to do that as best I can. And after I see people succeed and after I've secured my own bag, my dream is to be in Southeast Florida 90% of the year, maybe even 99%. Have a couple Latina milfs on the side, exotic women. I like that. Okay. Have no heavy commitment. Okay. Maybe a home base below my means. a small, efficient car, okay, and making money off my investments, have creative passions like this, and never go to Europe. That's my dream. But Charles, I heard the furnace of your being express your desire to travel internationally. And I fully support you because I support anyone who has desires and is taking responsible steps to get there, even if they're different than mine. I'm having a little fun in articulating them, but you know what I mean. So keep kicking ass. Good job, and thank you very much. I appreciate that, Charles. I appreciate Twister. I appreciate all my members. Thank you. Back to the live comments. If I miss a comment, guys and girls, please forgive me. I've tried to read everyone. Write it again. Don't take it as disrespect. You know what it is. And all the people watching for free that don't like when I say that, click that thumbs down. You'll never be in this membership. I'll never like you. You'll never like me. You'll watch everything for free and it'll never be good enough. You're like an unemployed person that complains at the waiter that they're not doing a good enough job and you don't even work. I know the type of people I'm dealing with. Yeah, take it easy over there. Just watch your free TV. Make sure your Roku TV is working properly, all right? Don't get upset with me. All right. Yeah, I want to tell you right now, damn, we on fire tonight, man. 27,000 subs, all in your face. All right. Sam, do you have any advice for when God puts you in a bad circumstance? Yeah. Say that you hate God maybe, but then just go for a walk, self-care, take care of yourself, show up to work, and get rid of all the materialistic stuff that doesn't serve a purpose in your life. And try to keep the faith once you're done cursing God. That's what I would tell you to do. That's what I do. Good job. Paula, Charles, I'll be another of your new subs. Paula and Charles hooking up on some positive stuff. You know what it is. Paula, be right back. Love to you, Paula. Ryan, I'm like you, Sam. I like the natural, hot air. Yeah, but forced air isn't the same. Ryan, you know what it is. If you're in Cincinnati, you know what it is. But what should you do? You should liquidate your assets, keep your job, apply for a job transfer, start working DoorDash immediately. And remember, there's a lot of jobs in Florida. Amazon delivery. You got a driver's license, you got a job. If you're a lazy bastard, you could be a security officer. If you want to live in your car, work at night at Planet Fitness, during the day, do DoorDash. Hey, guys, look, there's a million ways to get to Florida. But really, Ryan, your biggest obstacle is not that. It's your family. And it's not your family holding you back. It's you scared to do it by yourself. I've been there. And so what I can tell you to do, you got to do what you got to do. There's no way around it. That's why you got to let your fire burn. You got to watch inspirational videos. You got to be under self-control. You got to do things responsibly. You got to be willing to change your number. And those are some big decisions. Don't take them lightly. Don't follow me blindly. And visit Florida first. But that's my advice. Hal, what's up, brother? You're kicking ass, okay? In Brooklyn and all of Manhattan and everywhere you do work. Hal, Sam, I have something to discuss. Let's do it. Charles, yeah, brother. The psychopath's thumbs down a video showing sunshine, bunnies, and Jesus giving a hug. Hey, you know what it is. There's always got to be unemployed people that complain about a waiter. So, let them click that thumbs down. They got to do something with their life. Paula, I sub Charles. Yep. Sam, my house is big. And it has to be 77 degrees. Well, that's why I would never date you. You got a big house, okay? And it's too hot, okay? And I love you. I respect you, Paula. I subbed. I watch your videos. But you know what I do? Me and you are not on the same page. It's freezing downstairs. I don't want it downstairs. I don't want it upstairs. I want one level, under 500 square feet, okay? I don't want any cats, okay? And I want to live in a vida loca. Good job, Paula. Twister, thank you again, brother. You've been very gracious to me. You know I love you. Shout out to you and Charles. Everyone on that super chat. You know what we do. Fire emoji. Paula. Congratulations. Yes, celebrate good times. Come on. Sam, 27,000 subs is awesome. Yeah, guys, I want to tell you this. I'm grateful. I work for it, but it's also gracious because you also need some grace and you also need some support. And I'm thankful. Sean. Hey, Paula. It's Sean, you got a Corrado Axion? That was my favorite Class B. It still is. Damn, Sean. I like that Class B, man. That is one of my favorites. So, now, if you use it, it's great. If you don't use it, Well, I'll tell you this, Sean, you could sell that no problem. And you could probably get anywhere on the low end 70 grand, on the high end 80. So you're doing good, man. Good job, Sean. That's a great vehicle. 18-foot Class B camper vans, fully self-contained. They even had a loft edition. The Thor Rise ripped that design off and they didn't do as good a job. That's a great design, man. Good job, Paula. Sean, you bought a Corrado? Yeah. And Axion? That's a great Class B. The van, she goes, Paula, those are cryptocurrencies. I don't know about that. This is Paula now. Sam, are you calling me a psycho? Yeah, basically, you're a psychopath, but you're cute and you're doing the best you can. Okay. I know a psychopath when I see one. You want that psychopath shit. But I don't feel like I would send you to hell. I feel like you got mental problems, but you're doing the best you can. You try to be positive, even though you complained a lot about that Airbnb. It looked like you complained just to get the free Airbnb. And I still love you, but I got to tell you what your therapist won't tell you. You got some delusion, okay? You're not a bad person, even though you complained a little bit too much, in my opinion, about that Airbnb. I saw the trick, okay? And, look, I mean, do we want to stay together for 10 years before I tell you this, or you want me to tell you up front? I might as well tell you up front. I love you, but I mean, come on, you know what we're doing over here, okay? Let's take hydration break, yeah. I love you, Paula. Sean, I was talking about you. What? Thinking you were, oh yeah, no, I like the Class B. I'm not thinking about the Corrado Axion. They don't make them anymore. They have some used one on the market, but the used ones cost just as much as a brand new. If I would get a Class B, it would be excuse me, man, a Winnebago Pocket, Solus Pocket, and or a Thor Rise, both 18 feet long, on a Dodge ProMaster 1500. And I really like both. I probably like the Solus Pocket more. The problem is the parking situation. If I get a Class B van, I'm living the same life I'm living now. The only upside is I have more space, and if I get sick or hurt, I have a place to go. I like that. But I lose my efficiency. I lose my DoorDash option, and I still need a place to park. So it just doesn't give me, I think, enough, but it's an option. I could get a camping pass. I could just rent month by month RV lots, or do like Christina always says, which I agree. There's an app called Hip Camp where, there's some people with private residencies. They allow you to boondock at their place, and it's a very small fee, $600-800 a month. I just don't know. Being that I want to live in Florida 90% of the year, I don't know if it's wise to spend 80 grand on a van, plus camping fees, plus fuel. And in 10 years, when that vehicle starts having problems, home bases may have been inflated more. I don't think inflation will keep going up way, way higher. At some point we peak out, right? And we go down a little bit. But I think if I was deploying assets, financially speaking, I think, I'd be better off with the home base. But in today's times, it's very hard to do that too, because it is, prices are very high, inventory very low. So I'm very much mixed about that. I still consider the Class B. I could probably make it work, even with the financial depreciation. But I still kind of think my best method would still be an RV lot with minimal recurring fees, under $500 or $600 a month after I paid off the property. And even if the equity took a little hit, and even if I wanted to eventually get a RV, I just put that on the lot. Even if I buy a mobile home on the lot, if the mobile home blows away in a hurricane, I'm not going to build another mobile home. I'm just going to pull a travel trailer, put a Class B on that lot. So again, what will I do? I'm taking my time. If I wasn't visiting my mom, well, I can't even say that, because there was one property that I almost put an offer in on up here, sight on scene, with the contingency of an inspection when I get back down in Florida. But I didn't end up going through with signing it. So I have to take accountability for that. So, but those are how I think about the next step for me. Charles, congrats again on the 27 thumbs. Thank you, Charles. The fire is burning so bright, and I'm very grateful. Paula, you know that I'm much older than you, Sam. Well, I got love and respect for you. You got a young spirit, and I like you got a fire burning in you. And sometimes I thought about that today when I was watching that porn star, Lily LeBou. I was watching her YouTube channel, and she only got 3,000 subs. I got 27. It's amazing. She looked good. But I was watching her thing. I said, man, why do I attract psychopaths sometimes? Because what I have in common is that a psychopath is able to go to an extreme level, okay? And most people are just at this average level, okay? But I'm able to temper myself based on situational awareness, okay? Hold on, it's psychopaths. Take a seat and let my conservative accountant come and shove this revenue right down your throat, because the thumbs down was free, but the super chat $49.99, Charles, your dreams are coming true, okay? Because you have a determination, you have a fire, but you're under self-control. See, Charles, that's exactly what I was just talking about, right on time. See, what we have in common with the psychopaths is, one is we have empathy, so we know that all of us have issues. None of us are above each other, but we also know that to go to the next level or to do something great, you have to be extreme. But where we differ from the psychopaths is a level of self-control. Self-control leads to godliness. Now, none of us are ever in full control, because we're all, any of us can be broken. But when you have a goal of self-control, you have figured out a big part of where you should be focusing your energy. The psychopaths have not figured out that algorithm, and that's why they can't help themselves from creating these profiles or doing crazy, malicious acts of walking on hot coals, of double dildo, and crazy stuff. Charles, he goes, Sam, here's $1 for every thumbs down the psychopath gives you. Well, Charles, you've matched and you've exceeded the intensity of the lazy psychopath that loves me, because they thought that I understood their mind and I can fix them. But what they didn't know was that I see right through their delusion. And I'm not called to fix you. I'm called to be a pilot light to spark your furnace, but you got to do the work. And if you don't want to do the work, I'm going to tell you the same thing all your therapists told you. You can't live with me. Okay, never forget it. No one controls my thermostat than me. And this bitch, even though I'm way above 77 degrees Fahrenheit in the spirit, guys, I control this thermostat. Never forget it. Oh my God, we got Canada. Charles, again, thank you, brother. You broke the algorithm, man. And we got my man, we got Mike in the house, $10 all the way from Canada. Hey, Sam, I need your advice. How do I deal with a coworker who asks very specific, directed questions to get a reaction from me? I don't really want to answer him because of big mouth. Thanks, Sam. I would say just try to keep the answers short as possible, and then use the bathroom. And then try to keep your interactions with him or her as limited as possible. And try to be around other people so there is a witness to the exchange of verbal intercourse. That's the best, simplest advice. Everything else is mind-fucking it. So good job. Charles, I want to thank you again, brother. That was very gracious. Mike, I want to thank you again. Twister, I want to thank you again. Okay. You guys have been very gracious to me, okay? And thank you. Okay, I don't take this for granted. Thank you very much, man. Very gracious. Keep doing your thing out there. All right. Hopefully I'm back. I get back in order. If I miss a comment, please forgive me. Type it again. Oh yeah, that was Paula. Sean, Paula, the brand name is the Corrado. They were a road track brand before they got bought out. Yep, that's right. The new owners downsized, yes, and then the new owners went bankrupt. And then they got bought out by Thor, and that's why we have the Thor Rise. Good job. Thor is from Indiana. Indiana makes RVs, but you don't want to live there. Thank you again, Charles. Thank you again, Mike. Paula says, laughing, Sean, my head is in crypto land. Well, in my experience, most people who trade cryptocurrency, they do have mental issues. And like they may be making money right now, but there's a couple common denominators. The psychopaths used to like gold, now they like crypto. Now I'm not saying they're always wrong, because sometimes they're right. And again, a psychopath is not stupid. And a psychopath is not necessarily like evil. And when I say psychopath, when you have an extreme mind, it doesn't mean it's not good, but it means you have to make sure you're in self-control. This is not easy. Sean, hey Paula, be right back. Paula, Zum and Hop Skip Drive pays great money. It's Uber for minors. I never heard of that. Wow, that's interesting. Paula, they are not everywhere, only in metropolitan cities. Yeah, I never heard of them. I have referral codes on my channel. Yes, you about to pump our channel. I ain't mad at that. Base fare is usually $16. Paula, you're a great marketer. Take those thumbnails of you in a bikini, talk about crypto, and bring up all this other shit. Yeah, I'm not mad. You got good marketing skills. Okay. Thank you again, Charles. Thank you, Mike. That was very gracious. Paula, Sam, I know. And shout out to my man, Cartoon Mark. I know you're watching. I love you, brother. Paula goes, yeah. Sam, I know my house cost me over $6K to run. Oh my God. To maintain out here. God bless you. Why are you in Airbnbs? That's why I'm buying land and building a few tiny homes. Paula, you're all over the place. You're in real estate, you're in crypto, you're in Airbnbs. I can't keep up with you. Paula's laughing. Good. Well, laughter is good for the soul. Paula, I didn't stay at that Airbnb. Well, I saw you complaining about it your whole video. No one would have stayed in that disgusting place. It didn't even look that bad. I can't lie to you. I was like, I don't know what she's talking about. But it was funny. I laughed. I said, this is crazy. That Paula, I watched that shit. I was like, let me support Paula because I like to support people. Like my man Charles Cartoon, I like to support people because I know what life is like. And so I said, well, let me watch Paula's video because I want to show love, not hate. So I'm watching her video. I clicked the thumbs up. I left a comment, the algorithm of success. And I'm watching this video. She like complaining about this Airbnb. I said, oh my God. It's like, I like the Airbnb look good. But she was like, oh my God, no one would stay here. There was cobwebs everywhere. I said, this shit crazy, man. I said, let me get out of here. I felt like I didn't know what was going to happen next. I was like, I felt like I love you, but I felt like, phew, yeah, this shit crazy. I can't deal with this. That's what I felt like. Ryan, Sam, will be live in Mar-a-Lago in a week from now. Ryan, I will be delivering. Okay, I will be a pilot light to your furnace in a week's time. I will be in South Florida making videos. Okay, I will be back to my cologne of 30 SPC suntan lotion. I will be back to speaking Spanish. Okay, and I don't even speak Spanish. I will be back to the Starbucks that, even though my Starbucks people up here have been treating me good, but I'm going to be back in this whole nother dimension. Okay. It's called the dimension of, guys, we don't complain about this Airbnb. This is Florida. This is South Florida. Okay. There ain't nothing to complain about. And if you complaining, I want to tell you to look out, guys, because every time you're complaining, someone is in Cincinnati wishing they were you. You have to be grateful. So you say inspirational moment. Why do you get mad when people complain? Well, guys, sometimes you have a right to complain. But I want to hear that you also have something to be grateful for. I don't want to hear an ungrateful spirit. And I hear that and I get very upset. And I said to myself, nope, we're not doing this type of relationship. What did we learn from the movie The Bronx Tale? The door open test. My man Charles always doing videos about, like movie clips. I want you to do the movie clip about the door open test from the movie The Bronx Tale. When Sonny told the young kid that if you date this girl, I don't care what walk of life she comes from, there's one test. If you date this girl and you let her in the car, you open the door like a gentleman, and then you walk around. If she doesn't unlock your door, she's selfish and she's not grateful. She's not reciprocal. She's going to complain about the Airbnb. She's going to put that thermostat up to 77. She's going to have 5 cats. And I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, Paul, I love you, but I got to tell you right now, I felt like you would never unlock the door for me. I felt like that's the test. Ungrateful spirit. So I love you, everyone out there listening, but I got to tell you, this is how I feel tonight. Good job. Paula, I still need to do my car life video. Well, I want you got a lot going on. Car life? You buying tiny homes, you got a house, and you live in car life? See, I'm totally lost. I don't know what dimension we're in. Sean, Florida is hard to do RVing cheap anywhere near civilization. Well, everywhere is, but I don't want to go to Arizona and live in the middle of nowhere. You might as well go see a social worker and get a subsidized house. Yeah, I don't want to go live in the middle of nowhere in the middle of a desert. So guys, anywhere worth living going to cost you some money. And if you're not working, you got bigger problems than where can you live. You got to go see a social worker and take care of your well-being. Because even if you live next to the ocean, if you're just going to take a nap and watch videos all day, guys, you could be in Indiana and do that. Nah, guys, I'm not in Florida watching videos. And I didn't get to Florida by watching videos. I watched a video like a pilot light watches in a furnace. Like I watch Ultimate Warrior video, spark me up. I watch a car video, spark me up, and I go do it. I don't watch videos to just binge watch. Now, I don't do that stuff. Sean, don't let that be you. Charles, you broke the algorithm. You've been very gracious to me. I want to thank you. I want to tell you, go to Europe, go wherever you need to go. Go with gratitude, go with tenacity, and go and do what you do. Paula, I'm 52. You look great for 52. I ain't gonna lie about that. Good job. Ryan. Charles, 3 fire emojis. Paula, wow. Very generous, Charles. It was amazing. I'm very grateful. No complaining here. Very grateful. Paula. Oh, no. Ryan, Florida for the win. Ryan, no complaining here. I agree. Sean, my bad. There's a lot of options for RV living cheap and close to stuff. I don't know what I'm talking about. No, well, 1 is don't talk bad about yourself. Okay. 2 is you're just sharing, okay? And you need somewhere to let it out. Okay? But 3 is I want to direct your energy. Is that, again, if you're just looking for cheap, then that's a whole nother series of thought process. If you have a job and if you're looking for a transfer, then you're looking to live below your means. If you can't work because you have a disability, there's no shame, but then you need to figure out, okay, how you can live on your disability and where can you live, and does it really matter if you're going to live in Florida if you enjoy staying in your house and watching movies? No. So I want to encourage everyone out there, you don't have to do what I do or how I do it. You got to figure out your algorithm for your personality and your success. And that's why self-care is at the beginning of the pilot light for your furnace. Good job. Paula, by the way, everyone, my brand YouTube channel is UGP Vlogs. Paula, you marketing the show. I ain't mad at that. Mike, thank you again. Again, how should you react to a contentious worker that calls HR and is probably video recording all your conversations? Keep it short, sweet, and respectful. Go to the bathroom. Avoid them whenever possible. Have witnesses around when you speak. And remember, they're documenting and they're saving everything. Why? Because it's a cat and mouse game. But remember, it takes 2 to tango. So when I get people to tell me about like their relationships and how bad they are, I always start with, are you abducted? Okay. Because if you're not abducted as an adult, you're willingly staying with that person. And if you haven't changed your number and if you haven't left, I empathize. It's not easy, but you have to acknowledge that you're choosing to stay, or else no one can help you. And if no one can help you, I don't want to go down in that fiery furnace. I've been down that algorithm. I ain't going back. Good job, Paula. New subscribers always welcome. Paula, I'm not mad at you. Paula, cool. Thank you. At Mike. Charles, thank you, Paula. A lot of celebrate good times. Come on. Good job. David, there's a lot of competition. Most food vendors. Oh, hey, David. What's up, brother? David's selling hot dogs out of his hot dog stand. He goes, there's a lot of competition. Most food selling same items. It creates some of a shit show. If I had a hot dog stand, I would sell more than hot dogs. What would I sell? I would sell do-rags. I would sell masks. I would sell chewing gum. I would sell uh, bandanas. This is what I would do if I had a hot dog cart. I would go to the dollar store and I would load up on dollar items that, bandanas, reading glasses. You know how many psychopaths go to the dollar store to buy reading glasses? And even though they really need prescription glasses, I would buy a bunch of those. I would just buy reading glasses and I would sell them for $3, 200% markup. And you think they wouldn't sell? Oh, I want to tell you right now, I just changed your life. I just increased your revenue by 300%, David. I would go to the Dollar Tree and I would only buy one item. Reading glasses. I would buy 20 pairs, $20. You got very low risk. You're going to invest $20 on 20 pairs of reading glasses. Maybe mix in some sunglasses, some other glasses, whatever. I would put them up on my hot dog stand. I guarantee you, anyone who eats a hot dog from a hot dog stand buys their glasses from the Dollar Tree. I guarantee you. I would triple your revenue in one $20 investment. Brother, I just changed your life, man. Your membership just paid off quadruple fold. Okay. So what I want to tell you guys, if I ain't providing value, you got to go do it. I want to tell you right now, guys, this is the algorithm of success. Thank God that the Spirit of the Lord came on me. I'll tell you right now. Ball up. At Mike. Tell them to jump off a bridge. No, don't say that. Don't. See, Paula, this is what I mean, Paula. You're very, you get very nasty. Yeah, like your Airbnb ain't perfect. You go, I saw you went crazy. Now you're telling people go jump off a bridge. He's going to lose his job. Hey, Paula, who he going to live with when he loses his job? He going to live with you? With the thermostat 77? You going crazy? Nah. Paula, you see, this is why I got to rebuke you. Yeah. Paula talking about tell a worker go jump off a bridge. Yeah, all right. And mind their own business, Paula. That's why you can't have no job. Thank God you got inheritance or whatever you got. I'll tell you right now, because you'll be destitute. Be careful, Paula. Paula, never bought gold before. I love you. I'm glad you made some money in crypto. You'd be a bad worker, Paula. And INF personality type. Yeah, see, that sounds crazy as fuck to me. I don't know what that means. I'll tell you right now, I ain't never heard of that. I gotta Google it. That's some psychopath shit right there. Let me Google that, man. I don't even know what it means, but I can guarantee that's psychopath shit. Yeah, why is an INFJ so rare? Well, this don't sound good already. Some possible explanations for the relative rarity of INFJ may be due to the fact that we're just not in situations where the test is offered. Yeah, don't say what it is. What is this? This is what I want to see. What is an advocate is someone with an introverted, intuitive feeling of judging personality traits. They tend to approach life with deep thoughtfulness. Hell no, this ain't you. You ungrateful, delusional, and a little nasty. That's what you are. You ain't no damn I saw you complaining about that Airbnb. You ain't no, and you're a marketer. You're a marketer. You're a saleswoman. I ain't feeling that. The inner vision, personal values, and quiet, principled version of humanism. Nah, that ain't you. You a crazy cat lady. That's what I want to tell you tonight. I love you. And you look good in that bikini. But I want to tell you this. You ain't no damn INGF. You crazy cat lady. That's what you are. That's what I call it. Good job. Hey, guys. Paula, thank you, Sam, for those kind words. Well, I try to be kind and compassionate. I'm doing the best I can. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love you, Paula. I'll try to be kind. Paula, I have high standards, Sam. Well, so do I. So do I. Yep. Paula, UGP Vlogs LA is my main YouTube channel for anyone wanting to laugh. We having a laugh tonight? I'm laughing. We love you, Paula. Sean, Pilot Sam, is in Miami soon. we should get gas for the plane. Well, don't meet me down there, guys. I'm by myself at Signature Aviation. I don't fly. I take the. Hold on. Yeah, $2.99 Charles super sticker. Thumbs up right back at you, man. Reciprocal energy, and I thank you, Charles. I'm doing the best I can to be consistent and to light the fire under your ass, but in a healthy, positive way. And I love everyone. Thank you very, very much, Charles. Oh, I got to read this out of order. Paula, what? I help homeless all the time. I volunteered for the homeless all the time. I never complained like you did at Airbnb, and I never said that, oh, I help people. Even though even though they steal from me most of the time. Yeah, you shouldn't be helping other people. You should be working on self-care. You know who volunteers their time too much? People who got to take better care of themselves. Who dates an abuser? Someone who is looking for someone worse than them so they can say they're the good person. So I want to tell you right now, you know, like I know Paula, you've wasted a lot of years with these underdeveloped therapists that are underdiagnosing you and lying to you because maybe you got money or maybe they want to get with you. And you're dating guys way below your potential because you're way smarter than them, but you can control them just like you can control 77° Fahrenheit. And you bought a cat because a cat is just as nasty as you, okay? And that's why I saw how you complained about that Airbnb. I said, this is the motherfucker right here. And Paula, this is what we got to work on, okay? Forget about the homeless. Got to be a little bit more grateful. Good job. Let's take out your break. Well, yeah. Well, you underdiagnosed. That's not, who told you about that AINGFF stuff? You diagnosed yourself. You gave yourself the wrong diagnosis. You should be seeing therapists. Okay? So the direction, you're way off track. You're going all over the place. You're building tiny homes. You got a big home. Okay, you're going to Airbnbs. You're going to start the car life. You're all over the place. Okay? You are totally delusional. You're unfocused. I am trying to focus your energy. You got to get focused. You're fire. You got a fire. See, why do I attract the psychopaths? We got fire. You got the same fire as me. I see you pumping your channel. I see you out there doing the hustle. I respect the hustle. I see you in a bikini like this. I respect your fire. Okay. But your fire is not in the furnace. You're burning the whole house down. That's the difference between me and you. There's no self-control. Your fire is lit, but the cover of the furnace is off, and the house is exposed to a lot of dangerous stuff. And you got it at 77° Fahrenheit, which is way too high. It's a disaster. Okay. And you got a bunch of filters next to your furnace because you're a hoarder. You got too much stuff. Okay. I want to know, this I'll give you my final diagnosis. Paula, have you bought a pair of Dollar Tree glasses within the past 5 years? I want to know right now. Because if you bought a pair of Dollar Tree glasses in the past 5 years, I've properly diagnosed you. And if you haven't, then I still think I got you. I still think, you know, like I know, I figured your ass out in 5 minutes, okay? So, you know, come on, guys. What else you want from me? Okay, hey, guys. Yeah, I broke that down. All right, let's take a hydration break, guys. I'm going to give you a lot of good stuff tonight. Yeah, I know you lit. Oh, you lit. Well, everyone's lit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I buy prescription glasses. Yeah. All right, back to these live comments. Thank you again, Charles. Very gracious of you, brother. I appreciate that. Hopefully I get to these back in order. Forgive me if I don't. Leave a comment again. Paula says, I have one cat. Yep, I know. That's one too many, in my opinion. Because you're all over the place. You got 5 different visions for your life. Yeah. And someone's got to watch your cat while you go out there, help the homeless, build tiny homes. Your cat is under supervised. Yeah. Your cat's basically running wild. And you probably want to, you know, you're saving the world. Your cat needs service. Yes, I know what type of people I deal with, guys. Twister, I'm so glad I made it to Indiana. I'm glad they're better you than me to get, I agree with this. Yeah, to get firsthand experience about hell. Yeah, of how shitty most cities are. 90% of the country is in ruins. I was going to settle for any job. Oh, no, don't do that. I got before this experience. That's why it's a great experience. F that. I agree with that. Southeast Florida for the effing win. Twister, you're taking a lot of good notes. Good job. Ryan, what percentage of Floridians don't realize how lucky they are? 90%. I believe that 90% of people complain to the waiter, complain about everything, and they watch. 90% of people watch my channel. They don't give a thumbs up. Why? Hey guys, you gotta fucking light yourself on fire. Yeah. And kiss their ass and go like change their tires and, make them happy and say, oh, you look great. You look like shit. Yeah, guys, most people are complainers. They're not thankful. Paula, what? Yeah, we already talked about this, Paula. I saw right through it. Charles, Sam will be back to being, oh God, thank you, Jesus. I'll be back to that pineapple juice. Shout out to Solomon and her mama. All over your body. Damn it. I want to tell you tonight, if Solomon and Mama are watching this, they have been suffering, in upstate New York too long. I want to tell everyone out there that I know in Southeast Florida, the delusion that there is any other place better than Southeast Florida can only be matched by someone with too many cats, and someone who has not experienced the love of good weather and good mental health to enjoy it. Because again, it's one thing to have good weather, but if you're not taking care of yourself, then you might as well be in Indiana. Because I've met plenty of people that live by the beach, but they don't go to the beach. I've met plenty of people, guys, they live in great areas, but they don't have a great mindset. I love Paula. I love everyone here. But I want to tell you tonight, the delusion must stop. The furnace must have all 4 covers on it. If not, there's dangerous gases and it exposes, there's a fire hazard. Why do I attract the psychopaths? Because we have a fire, Most people, they have no fire, guys. So I empathize with the psychopath, but what separates me from the psychopath? Guys, I'm under self-control, And I have a focus, I'm not all over the place. Am I better than anyone else? No. Are some psychopaths better than me? Possibly in certain areas. I'm not even saying my way is the best way. I'm just trying to say, look, let's stay centered in good things and grateful things. Let's not complain too much. Let's not get too many pets. Let's not build too many houses. Let's not have too many channels. Let's not have too many fake profiles. Let's not watch The Matrix too many times. Let's not build too many vans. Oh, I want to tell you, I want to set the captives free. But every time I do, they go right back to watching Law and Order and adopting another damn pet. And I said, well, fuck it, just go to Dollar Tree and buy some glasses while you're at it, motherfucker. Because I know the psychopath better than the psychopath know himself. Because the Lord sent me here, to do 2 things. Go to Southeast Florida, never paid state income tax, and that's 2 things. The rest is just cherry on top. I ain't lying about that. All right, let's take out the Hopefully I get to all these in order. Yep. Now, Paula, I always count my blessings. All right, well, there you go. For being super smart. Troll narcissist. You always count your blessings for you being super smart and able to make money. Well, I'm glad that you're, as I sleep. Oh, my God. Plus, I'm learning all the time. Yeah, well, that sounds real godly. Come on, Paula. Come on. Laughing at Charles, Paula. That's when I do get some sleep. Yeah. You told me the other day you up for 3 days straight. That's straight psychopath algorithm. I don't know, Paula. You get me a little bit, I love you. But I know you get on some crazy shit. Twisted. My Uber driver went from talking about how Uber is an escape from her husband, to how she takes her kids for hot chocolate, to how the government is spoiling the refugees for, oh, here we go. Yep. That last line, there's a reason they're Uber, because they can never work for someone else. Why? Because they got a nasty attitude and they're unthankful. What's the number one sign of a psychopath? They're ungrateful. I have never met a grateful, thankful psychopath. Never. Okay. So you show me someone who blames, who complains, and I will show you someone who has a frozen bottle of vodka, who does laundry after 9, who slashes tires and helps the homeless, and gives free Dollar Tree gifts to the people they molest. I know thy psychopath, and they're in this world. Okay, but I'm not of this world, guys. I hate this world, but I'm doing the best I can to navigate this motherfucking world. And I'll tell you right now, guys, Twister, you get a lot of experience. Charles, yeah, Ryan, I feel super lucky to live in Florida. See, this is why I watch Charles' videos. This guy talks about gratitude. Okay, not entitlement, gratitude, not complaining, gratitude. This guy wants to go to Europe. You guys know I hate Europe, even though I love Europe people. You know what I mean? I love Sade. She's from Europe. But why do I support Charles? This guy's thankful. Okay. And guys, that's all I need to hear. I'll work with the rest, or whatever. I just, that's okay. We do what you got to do. Yeah. Twister, I was going to jump out the car. Well, I'll tell you right now, sometimes stuff gets so serious. That's an option. Charles laughing at Twister. Paul is laughing. Good. Laughter's good for soul. Charles, are you abducted? Question mark. Yep. That's a great topic for you, Sammy. Yep. We're going to do that. I've done video topics on Stockholm Syndrome, which is when the abducted person chooses to stay. Why? Because they fear leaving a house even though they were forced to the house. Why? Because most people fear change. That's why they have a storage unit and they don't adapt. Sean, haha. Last couple places I live was walking distance to the Dollar Tree. That's okay. I have 10 pairs. Oh my God. Oh God. Yeah. You got some. Yeah. You got to go see. Oh my God. Yeah. Now I want to tell you, my mom got some reading glasses too from Dollar Tree. Okay. So, oh God. I'll tell you right now, man. I'll tell you. Yeah, sure, man. There's only so much I can do, man. There's only so much I can do. Sure, hang in there, man. Sure, hang in there as best you can, man. Sure. I like Paula. Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. Let's stay positive tonight, man. Oh, God. It's sick, man. Paula, I've never been employed. I think I figured that one out. And she goes, I've never been employed by a company, apart from when I worked for Virgin Records when I was 18 for 6 months. Yeah, well, I can tell I'm not too surprised about that one. Paula, I'm Crazy Horse Girl. Well, yeah, she goes, oh, thank you, Sean. Well, here we go. Charles, thank you again, brother. Very gracious to me tonight. Thank you, Charles. Paula, showing love to Charles. Thank you. Sean, Pilot Sam, did we take a left at Albuquerque? Guys, we took a left a long time ago, and somehow we ended up on the movie set of Rust, where Alec Baldwin just shot the director. Why? Because, guys, when you're in a certain land of delusion, guys, I mean, and one is no disrespect to the people who got hurt and killed. That one lady got killed, so no disrespect to that. But I just want to say this. You got to be very careful in life, okay, when you start playing around with certain things, okay, when you start imagining certain things, shooting someone, toy guns, Again, children are children, but as you become an adult, if you don't put away childish ways, guys, and I'm not talking specifically about, I'm just saying that the mind, especially as you need to work on yourself, the mind doesn't need to think about things or even entertain things that are unhealthy, especially when you don't have a good center in your life. You know, we should really never be going down this negative road, okay, where we're thinking about unhealthy things, but we're human and we do. But you got to be very careful, okay, when you're in an unhealthy place, the position you put yourself in. Because even though you mean well, you're in this bad place and a prop becomes a murder weapon. God forbid. And again, not even making a parable about what happened there, but it just came to my spirit. Be careful what movies you watch 10 times. Be careful about your attitude and complaining about something 10 times. If you have to complain about something 10 times, it's like, I always compared it to an abusive person. If I have to argue with someone, I shouldn't be there. In my personal life, if I'm arguing with someone, I'm in the wrong spot. My argument is never going to change someone else. And even if it does, it won't keep them changed. Okay. So the separation of having situation awareness. I remember when someone I knew in my family, we were by a killer, okay? This guy knew in the street, and they thought, oh yeah, I'm friends with him. And this guy, he was looking to do some shit. He was always nuts. He's one of those guys. And I was telling the person driving the car, keep going. And they were, no, I want to stop and talk to my friend. Fucking delusional. This person almost got me, in trouble. This is why someone mentally disturbed, even though they have a driver's license, you should never drive in their car. You should be very cautious about the time you spend around them, because they think people are their friends and they're not their friends, but they're the same people that curse the people that give them everything. They're nasty. I don't understand it. They'll curse the mother that gives them everything they need, but they'll love someone who destroyed their car, okay, who's alcoholic. That's the type of people, delusional. And I rebuke them, and I don't want to be by them. I don't want them to have my number, okay? And I don't think they should be in control of anything, okay? Because even though they may mean well, when they're nasty, they can destroy, okay? Or they can indirectly destroy your life, okay? And I think some of them should be in an institution, okay? But bottom line is, I'm not the psychopath cop, okay? I'm someone, I navigate around people. I'm not a bulldozer. See, I learned a long time ago, don't be a bulldozer, navigate around, okay? And if I got a bulldoze, I'm calling the cops, because I'm not gonna get locked up for someone else's crazy shit, okay? Because here they are, they've never worked for someone, okay? They complain about everything, okay? And everyone's tried to help them, including their social worker that they don't call back. And they're going to destroy your life. And as soon as the cops come, they're going to change them. These people are nuts. You can't make sense of these people. Stay the fuck away. Navigate around them, man. This is the word of the Lord tonight, okay? This is the word of the Lord, okay? Fire emoji down the deception of every delusionary person who tries to convince you that they're a nice person. They may be nice, but you should never be around them, because they can't even trust themselves. That's why they have a lot of medication, and none of it matters, because I knew them before they took any medication, and they were still the same people, same personality. So the only thing we can hope the medication does is it sedates them and puts them asleep. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I know this. I'm someone who has been around people who have mental problems, who have drug problems, who have family problems. These are people of life. And what I can tell you is, you got to be careful how you move. You got to be careful who you're around. You could destroy your life trying to help someone else. Okay. So, what I want to tell you is do what you have to do for you in a healthy, positive way and order. Okay. I preach nothing, okay, about doing anything violent, negative, or hurtful. I tell you self care for the win. Work, transfer a job. If you can't work, go see a social worker. If you don't want to go see a social worker, I don't want to hear your shit. Okay. Because you're going to die with a storage unit and you're going to tear everyone down who tries to take your storage unit away from you. I know who I'm dealing with. Okay. You love your storage unit more than you love anything else because you got deep emotional and mental problems. And people have tried to help you, and time again, they've all got burnt. And you're click the thumbs down because you know I'm speaking right to your soul, and you're not looking for help. You're looking for a new adventure, okay? And I hope you get your new adventure, okay? But I ain't gonna be with me, okay? Because if you don't want to be honest, I'm not mad at you. But then why are you here? Why are you in my house? I'm not in your house, okay? There's a reason I left your house, because it's toxic, okay? And you put people in your care in jeopardy. And you're not going to put my life in jeopardy. Okay. You're not going to run it. You need help. I don't want to follow your example. And if you don't want to get help, you shouldn't be leading anyone else. And you shouldn't have the storage unit. If you're getting subsidized, you shouldn't have stuff you don't use. That's my opinion. But I know the type of people. Someone pays for their food, someone pays for their house, and they buy stuff at the Dollar Tree. And we all need help. I've gotten help in life. Okay. But I'll tell you this, okay, I was never the type of person to sit there ungrateful, lazy, nasty, okay, and not put the work in of my life. So we all need help. That's bottom line, whether you're a psychopath or you're sane. Okay? But the bottom line is you didn't do shit with your life. Okay? And that's okay if you got a problem, but you don't have a problem with you say you want to be independent. No one should control you. You should have your own car. You should have a storage. You should be able to do whatever you want. But also, no one wants to help you. Your social worker wants to help you. Why don't you call him back? I'll tell you why you don't. Because you're nasty, and there's no figuring you out. Okay. Don't want to be around you. Okay. Don't want to give you counsel. Don't want to go on an adventure with you. Don't want to know about what you think. Okay. Why? Thoughts are worthless. Okay. They're toxic. And that's how I feel. Okay, let's take a hydration break, guys, because I'm on fire. We're going back to these live comments. I hope I've kicked out every nasty soul that even wants to think they're going to be around me. I don't want to be around a mindset, okay, a spirit. Now, sometimes, look, guys, I always tell you back, you're going to say, I can't separate myself. They helped me get a job. They helped me do this. Hey, look, if they helped you and now you owe them your soul, they're the devil. If they've helped you and now it's time for you to take care of yourself and go to another level, they should be happy to see you excel. But if you have to stay under their thumbnail, whether they're your father, relative, friend, then you got to move on. You owe it to God or to yourself or to the betterment of humanity to be your best self, not to sit there and return the favor of help by destroying your life. That is not returning a favor. That is favor for a favor. And that's the most destructive loyalty of this world. Okay. And if that's the road you want to go down, guys, you're going to destroy your life. And most people, guys, that's on most people on that shit. I'm not on that shit. Okay. I've been down that road. All right, back to these live comments. Christina, great to see you tonight. Shout out to Christina. She's a positive. I have met, though, a lot of positive people from Indiana. Ultimate Warrior, Christina, Keith. So I have to remind myself, in the most destitute areas in the world are some of the greatest people. And Christina, you're one of them. So shout to you, Paula. I don't see a therapist, Sam. Well, I think you may need to. I don't date anyone. Well, I don't know who that Uber guy is in your videos, but I'm glad you're not dating. Gianna. Wow, I gotta go grab a drink. This is a good show tonight. Yeah, we're on fire. Even though now I'm more calmed down because I had to let all that out. But I'm always raging. Paula, it's the Briggs-Myers personality test. This is too psychopathic. I have ADHD too, Sam. Yeah, you got a lot of shit. I love you. I respect you. But like I said, you that person diagnose yourself. But out of all the things you said you had, you have not told me what you've shown me that you have. You're unthankful. Yeah. You're a selfless promoter. You trade risky investments, and you're doing a bunch of things, but a bunch of nothing. And you did a thumbnail in a bikini. And when I clicked on the video, it had nothing about a bikini. Deception. So if you're so smart you can diagnose yourself, you tell me what type of person it is. Just tell me. I'll tell you right now. If you're being honest, if you're smart, you told me you thank God that you're so smart that you can make money in your sleep. That's what you told me. That's your words. If you're so damn smart you can make money in your sleep, why can't you speak in straight, simple language and say, hey, man, I'm just a little bit of a narcissist. I'm ungrateful. I'm a crazy cat lady, but I probably wouldn't kill you. But I watch true crime about people killing people and getting away with it. But I ain't going to hurt you. I said, okay, you know what? I respect that. But then all that other stuff, ADHD, personality test, this, that, Briggs Moore. Now, that's to me all a bunch of, it's smoke and mirrors. It's a circus. Paul, yeah, I'm lit. Oh, you lit. Paul, I love you. No, I'm prescription glasses. Well, I'll respect you. Gianna laughing, go left is good for soul. Paul, I used to be on Adderall, but stopped about 6 months ago. Yeah, well, like I say, I'm not a doctor. I don't know your history of mental or physical health, so I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't be on. That's not my job. But like I say, there's definitely something going on there. There's no doubt about that. Paula, the tiny homes are going to, and you can't get away from self-care. You say, well, inspirational, no, man. Let's say she's got deep problems. What would be your advice? Well, my number one advice will be you have to start with self-care. That means waking up at the right time. You told me you were up for 3 days straight with no drugs. That means waking up at the right time, exercising, taking no naps, eating healthy, being grateful. I've saw none of those things in your videos. So if I was your doctor, you may or may not need prescriptions, but at the very least, you got to focus on self-care. And if you can't do that, then thank God you got money because, I don't know, man. Like I said, Paula, I respect you. This is not a disrespect. But if I can't talk, well, like I said, you got to figure out whatever's best for you. I don't want to, I love you. Paula, the tiny homes are going to be rented out to non-homeless people. I hope they complain about those tiny homes like you complained about the Airbnb. I'll tell you, because you ain't never see someone complain like a homeless person. I've seen it. Sean, my cat supervises me. Well, there's a lot of stuff going on tonight. I love you, Sean. Paula, I like Sean. He's a cat. You guys are both delusional. And that's what happens. That's why you can't let two delusional people be together unsupervised. They're going to molest each other. And then you're going to blame him for attacking you and molesting you and raping you. And then Sean's going to become men going their own way. Two mentally ill people should never be left alone. Why? Because there's usually some type of sexual abuse allegations. And then they totally hate each other and their entire gender. I would never want to be in the same house as you two because there would be some type of accusation. And I don't want to become R. Kelly. I'm not in that mode, guys. I live by myself. I'm not getting involved in that. I'll pay it on. A lot of the best artists are from Florida. Well, artists come from everywhere. Artists can come even from a shithole. Like I said, Ultimate Warrior came from Indiana. And sometimes the best artists come from places of great agony. Shout out to Cartoon Mark, upstate New York. But yeah, certainly there's great artists from, Florida. Two Live Crew, Luke, Trick Daddy, Selena, whoever. There's great people everywhere, even in bad areas. The key is there's bad people too. And most people are just apathetic. They're in the middle. And that's why I said, like, what does a great person, and well, no one's truly great. But what you're going to ask yourself in life, why do I attract the psychopaths? Here's why. Because a psychopath has the same thing in you, even if you're trying to do the right thing, and that's a fire, that's a passion. The problem is they use that passion in an unfocused way. It's not in a furnace. It's not focused. It's totally unfocused. And sometimes it's looking to hurt, whether they're intentionally doing it or they just don't have the mechanism of empathy and realism. And that's why most people are just in the middle. They're followers. Okay. And then there's some great people and some bad people. And throughout life, all the people in the middle, which are the masses, they're trying to figure out who to follow. And that's how easy you get people storm the Capitol. You get people doing crazy shit because all you need to do, guys, is spark the ignition and the furnace get going. Now, if the furnace go in a great direction, you can change the world. You can make it a better place. If the furnace go in a bad direction, you can burn down a Capitol. You can do anything with a furnace. A furnace can be used to heat a house or destroy a house. And that's why it's very important who's going to be a leader. And that's why I tell you, the work is plentiful, but the workers are few. And if you're the salt of this earth, you better downsize and figure out how you can live your destiny while still taking care of yourself and not becoming Mother Teresa. Because Mother Teresa burnt herself out. She didn't spend enough time on self-care and self-enjoyment. But you better be conscious that the world need more good leaders. Never forget it. Paula. Sean, check out my cat. Yeah, see, this wanted to go. They're going to accuse each other of shit in a minute. That's my cat Ruger's channel. Oh, yeah. Kitty Cat Talk. Paula. Gianna, too. My cat Ruger. He's at 92 subs. No, self-promoting talk. I'm not mad at you. Paul laughing. I understand why you're laughing. Sean, good communication. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be in court when you guys accuse each other. Paula. Yep. Laughing good. Gianna's laughing good. Pat. What's up, Pat? It's cold here. Well, you should be in Arizona. That's where you're cold to be. Pat. Win Dixie is in the house. Well, Pat, I love you. You got a great sense of humor and you laugh even through the pain. Good job. Ryan. On fire tonight, Sam. Thanks for the motivation. Well, thank you. Remember, use that fire, light your furnace, and then do the things you need to do in a healthy, positive way within order. Good job. Paula. I used to be an Uber driver. I would. What was your rating? I love you, Paula. I don't want to pick on Paula. Let's stay positive. Charles. Hey, Sam. I had a biblical thought that if salvation is a free gift, what kind of people will be around in heaven? What are the people like who only cares about free stuff on earth? Psychopaths. Well, it's a good thought, but this is what the scriptures also say. Don't say who is going to go to heaven and don't say who is going to go to hell. We don't fully know that. We don't even understand earth. You know, it's like if God really loves us, why would it be an imperfect earth? Because we fucked it up? I don't know. To me, the scriptures don't make complete sense, and we shouldn't say who's going to heaven and who's going to hell. We say, what about a serial killer rapist? Yeah, I would say to me, high likelihood they're going to hell. At the same time, I'll say, why would God even allow that in this world, right? You can cut that pie a million ways. And what I tell you is don't mind fuck it. Just focus on yourself. What can I do to be a better person that's godly? What can I do to be a better person in society? Even if it's to mind your business, to stay positive and to help when you can. All the other stuff, don't go down that road of delusion. Because there's a lot of delusional people in religion, and I got into it. I've seen it. I've almost got sucked into it myself. Allow faith to make you a better person. That is true godliness. Everything else is mind fucking, and you'll get lost in a dark hole of nothing. So I feel confident by telling anyone listening, if what you get from faith, whatever faith you are, is to work on yourself and to be a better person for yourself without bothering other people, then I believe you're going to be able to stand before God and he'll figure the rest out, if there's a God. But everything else, who's going to heaven, who's going to hell, is this righteous, is that right? It's all a bunch of blah, 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 blah. Work on yourself, and that'll keep you busy your entire life. Paula, only on Select and Black Lift 2, Hot Skip Drive and Zoom. I'm a hustler. Oh, yeah. I know what I'm doing. Well, I love you. Paula, that's definitely not me, Charles. Christina, I got my drink. Great show. Well, Christina, thank you. I love you. Paul, I love you too. Uber saved me from my depression years ago. I love you, Paula. Twister, laughing. Skeleton, yeah. Spirit of death. Pat, it's so cold here. I want a spoon with fire Winn-Dixie. Well, yeah, you told me you like to walk on like higher fire coals. That's very painful. I don't recommend that. You should go live with Paula. She keeps her thermostat at 77 degrees Fahrenheit. I love you. Twista, hey, Christina. Pat says, Ohio versus Indiana. Game on. It's raining in Bloomington. Yeah, that's like, to me, that's, let's stay positive. I want to stay positive tonight. Sam, pull yourself back. Good job. Paula, time for mango ice cream. All right. Ryan, feels good to laugh. Laughter's good for the soul. Pay it on. Keep singing, brother. Alec Boland shot and killed. Rest in peace. Yeah. One of the cinematographers. That's a shame. Love and respect to them. That was on the set of his movie show. Crazy. No, I was crazy. No disrespect to that. Thank you, Peyton Owen. Pat, I want the Winn-Dixie chicken to wrap its big warm feathers around my freezing body. Yeah, Pat, like I said, it's a shame that your husband doesn't want to go to Arizona. And it's a shame that you got to fantasize about a Winn-Dixie chicken rather than your own husband. Have I ever met that? Yeah, I had a couple beautiful wives that these were beautiful women. And I would have loved to get with them, but I can't go down that algorithm. It's going to hurt everyone. But I don't know, when you dream of wrapping yourself around a Winn-Dixie chicken versus your own husband, it's time to get a divorce. Ryan, Sam, I have a similar situation. I have a neighbor that is an alcoholic, has dementia, and anger issues. It is a deadly combination. He pulled a gun over fireworks. Yeah, I would have sold my house the next day. I would sell my house now. And if you're renting, I would give notice and I would secure another place. And if you're healthy and if you want to do it, it's a dangerous thing. But for me, I'd rather live in my car. Again, teach your own. Don't follow my example without being fully accountable for what you want to do. But yeah, I wouldn't stay there. No, I wouldn't stay there at all. Pat, I'm freezing with a bunch of deer, and Winn-Dixie chicken is warm in Leesburg, Florida. Well, Leesburg, Florida is basically, might as well be Indiana. So yeah, all the places you're mentioning, they have Winn-Dixie. I'm not in those type of places, but I love you, Pat. I appreciate you. Paula, I love you. Paula, well said, Sam. Toxic people are bad news. Good job. And most people do have a storage unit. I empathize, but I have to rebuke. Good job. Paula, I've scarfed my mango ice cream. Okay, I'm glad you enjoyed it. With whipped cream. Okay. And chocolate sauce. Okay. Yummy. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Paula, I gave most of my furniture and clothes to my friends in the hood. I'm not mad at you. I love you. Good job. Ryan, at Pat Go, Florida already won the game. Ohio and Indiana are an absolute disaster. Yeah, you sound like you're in one of those states that watch sports. When you're in Florida, you don't watch sports. Why? Now, if you're in North Florida, you do. You watch college football. If you're in South Florida, you don't watch any sports. Why? Because to me, when you're in South Florida, there's so much to do, and the last thing you want to do is watch football or any basketball or anything. It's true. But I totally empathize with you, Ron. I've been there. Charles, $1.99 super chat in addition to all the other super chats. Thank you. That's a good breakdown of the Bible, good thought. Well, you also have a good thought. I respect your mindset. I respect what you do on your channel. You're trying to live your best life. Love to you and gratitude. Thank you, Charles. And again, Ryan, I empathize. I used to just watch TV and watch sports at a certain season of my life. And I had to slap the delusion out of my life. Ultimate Warrior woke me up. What did he say? He sparked my furnace. He said, if you're totally lost, go for a walk. And if you can't go for a walk in your own neighborhood, time to sell, get out of that lease, and figure out your life. Good job. The ultimate decision when it comes to buying a home base is, can you go outside your house at night and walk around the community and feel safe? If you can't, never stay there. Good job. Paula was laughing. Good. Paula, I was in Belize. Well, so was the guy that created that computer software security program, and he basically was delusional too. Who was that guy that created like Norton Security or something security, internet security? He went to Belize. Shine from Brooklyn, he went to Belize, delusional too. Yeah, I don't know, something about Belize. It must be like a non-extradite country a lot of people go to. Got to be careful about Belize, man. Pat, Ever since I started walking barefoot as much as possible, my feet feel stronger and more durable. Well, yeah, I mean, that'll do that when you have scar tissue that's built up to rigid, dead skin. Yeah, they'll basically become like a pair of Walmart sneakers. So if that's what makes you happy, I'm not going to co-sign that because I think it's self-mutilization. But if that's what you like to do, I'm not going to stop a psychopath. Not that I'm saying you're a psychopath, but I'm certainly not going to say that's a sign of a good, mentally healthy person. Paula, I'm a unicorn. Well, never date a girl who says she's a unicorn. Why? Because she's either a transgender or she's an extreme psychopath. Now, should transgenders have equal rights? Yes, and I would stand for those equal rights. Should a psychopath have equal rights as long as they're not hurting someone? But do I want to spend the night in a house that's at 77 degrees and the owner of the house thinks they're a unicorn or thinks they're a guy or a girl? I don't want guys. I'm living by myself. Sean, looking for a new career, learning towards zookeeper or medical equipment tech. Both have sense of purpose. Money and time is important, but getting into the zoo for free every day seems fun too. Sean, you need to go see a social worker, man. Okay? Because I'll tell you right now, you gotta go see a social worker, man. Yeah, yeah, I love you. I love you, Sean. I gotta be honest with you. I can tell you a lot of stuff. I want to respect you. I want to tell you, though, it's time to go see a social worker. Paula, my rating was 4.98 on Uber and 5 on Lyft. Well, that don't mean nothing. I know a general contractor. His rating was 5 on Google. You know who left him a review? All 5 of his fake profiles. So, you might give yourself those reviews. Everyone you know. I don't know. I don't trust nothing on this world, but I love you. I respect you. Paula, made the best tips. Well, that's good. I'm happy for that. Pat, I'm so cold I want to lay in the sun on the Gulf beach with Winn-Dixie chicken. Yeah, well, like I said, that's totally the land of delusion. But if that's what makes you happy, Pat, who am I to wake you up out of your delusional nap? Paula, Pat, but you're going to get hard skin and dirty feet. Sean, I was an Uber driver in Honolulu, Hawaii, I guess. I think everyone should do it a bit. Well, now you guys know who your Uber drivers are. Paula, definitely Sean. Paula, I just couldn't stand packs slamming my doors. Paula, they do that in the hood on the July 4th, shoot guns instead of fireworks. I have a live stream on my main channel from 2 years ago. Loads of fun. That don't sound like fun to me, but all right. Yeah, let me go back, reset this. Okay. Charles, thank you again, brother. You've been very gracious to me tonight, Charles. Thank you, man. Oh my God, Gianna, $9.99 super chat. You need an extra tip for tonight. Well, thank you, Gianna, number one. Number two, to everyone who's listened to me, every comment I've read, I want to show empathy and love. I don't want to show disrespect. I try to pull myself back, but I want to have an honest conversation with. That's not easy. And I want everyone to know that I love you. I want you to focus on self-care. And if you need help, I want you to get it. And just because I say it, don't mean it's fact. But I have to be able to be myself on this channel. And so I don't want to be funny just for the sake of being funny. I don't want to say something hurtful just for the sake of saying something hurtful. But I also don't want to just say, I don't want to just appease or pander for the sake of being, kissing your ass. I want to balance. I want to balance it because, again, it's like you could just be hurtful. I could just come in here and just roast everyone. I'm not doing that. Like I don't come in here and that's not something like, oh, I want to make fun of everyone. That's not something I want to do. But I also don't want to come in and say, oh, I want to just be myself. I hope that I help you guys and girls in some way. And if I don't want to hurt you. But I got to be myself. So I thank you, Gianna. I thank you, everyone who's been gracious to me tonight on the super chat, my members, those who watch in the background. I thank you. I truly do. And thank you, Gianna. That means something to me. Back to these live comments. Rideshare Sean. Yeah, that was it, Rideshare Sean. That's what I was thinking about in Belize. John McFay. He went out there, but he was a very smart guy. Laughing. Don't be that tropical Tiger King. You totally nailed it, Rideshare Sean. Gianna, thank you again, Gianna. And thank you, Charles. Thank you, everyone. Paula, hearts emoji, heart back to you. And Charles and Gianna, heart to you, Paula. Gianna, thanks, Paula, heart. Sean, rough, rugged, and raw realness. Well, Sean, I love you, I respect you, and I believe in you. You got to, continue to focus on self-care. Don't be alone in a room with another female. Everyone needs to take the proper precautions to avoid putting themselves in a potentially toxic situation. That's my hope for you. Paula, big thumbs up to you. Sam, big back to you. Reciprocal love. Love, heart emoji. Early riser. Up today at 4:30. I respect the early riser. Healthy breakfast. I respect that. That's self-care. Worked my normal shift. Self-care, productivity. Went for a 10-minute bike ride. Self-care, healthy activity. Did some light stretching. Self-care. I was feeling early riser, man. 100 fire emoji to you. You got your furnace running. Self-care for the win. Paula, that's awesome, early riser. That's a great way to end the live feed tonight, guys. Almost 2 hours of straight fire furnace heat. And I hope that my videos help you in some way. If they do, click the thumbs up if you haven't. Thank you for all the gracious super chats. Thank you for all the members. Share the video with someone you know. Leave a comment. Keep showing up. Be consistent. Take care of yourself. Healthy habits as best you can. If you fall, you get back up. Separate yourself from toxic situations or people. Work on self-care. If you have a disability and if you need help, go see a social worker. This is the direction we must focus our life. Yeah, can you believe it? Yes, almost 2 hours, Paula. So thank you, Paula, for hanging with me. Thank you. Gratitude. Thank you, Pat Go. You love Winn-Dixie, and Pat Go, you've had a gracious sense of humor. We love you. I hope you get to Arizona, and I hope you take good care of your feet. And we love you, Pat. Thank you, Pat. Stay positive.